welcome to Gemstone Tarot, coming at you from the kitchen where I've had to put big light on because it's only about, what's it now, 2:30 or something like that. It's just like Mordor outside. You can see it's just really dark. It's like the sun heaves its arse out of bed in the morning but then dresses like a goth and goes and flakes off around town, you know, just like, I can't be arsed. And I feel in a very similar vibe. So normally I don't put the big light on because it doesn't make the best kind of lighting, you know, it's a little bit yellow spotlight. But today, Monday, this is for Monday the 22nd, I do believe, Monday the 22nd. I don't have a working clock in here either. I've got a clock on the cooker which is covered by a sheet because Diablo keeps peeing on it. I've got a clock on the microwave but it's stuck on 11 at the moment, which isn't actually a time. I think if I was to give you a window into how things are for me on the run up to Christmas, that would be it, like a broken clock. Right twice a day, as they say. Anywho, I'm going to use the Winter Pastures Tarot because with weather like this, it just feels like that. It feels wintry. Now, I'm making this, of course, on the solstice, even though it's for tomorrow, and I've never been happier to reach the solstice. I think, and the boy told me this morning that this is the beginning of winter. Is that right? Is this the beginning? I thought we just did winter. Winter is coming. Oof. So I guess in a way that this is a kind of a midwinter solstice reading as well. And I am loving the cards that we just got. We kick off with the moon. I know. And honestly, I haven't seen the moon diary in so long. I've got my 2026 one lined up. I've you know how you can pre-order things? I've pre-lost my 2026 diary. I know, it's arrived, I've admired it, and I've lost it. So I'll go and dig out that bad boy. But for now, I have no idea when the next full moon is. I think it's in about a couple of weeks, early January, something like that. But, you know, look out for it and all that. There is an energy here about the subconscious and realizations that are very subtle. And as I'm going through doing the monthly readings, and do check for yours because they come out every day, I'm finding that we're sort of cashing in on some of the weirdness of 2025. So there were things that were concealed, hidden, we sort of knew about them, we could feel the presence, but we couldn't explain it. Those sorts of things. And I'm not saying it's like we flick a switch into 2026 and it's like, now I know, because life doesn't work like that. It's more a dawning feeling, a feeling of realizing something, being steered in a particular direction about something, or uncovering something and being able to access what has been quite restless and trapped energy, and instead make it work for us, make it move, make it kinetic. The next card we get is the Six of Wands. Winner, winner, chicken dinner or vegan alternative. Here we are. Nut roast for some. I do love a nut roast, actually, I have to say. I was considering having a nut roast this year. In fact, I might get one in town when I go. I'm going shopping with the boy in a minute. It's absolutely peeing down and it's going to be completely and utterly crazy in town, but he's restless and he wants to go out. Six of Wands is a winning card, but I feel like it's not so much about whether you win or lose, it's the fact that you're on the horse at all. I feel like the horse has been in the stable, the subconscious stuff has been locked away, the ability to get up and do something about it, and all of that has been a little bit missing in action. And now as we move towards, you know, as we move with the equinox, if nothing else, and just imagine what's going on with all the megalith of the months that we've been looking at as well, or is it monoliths? I never know the difference, but you know what I mean, those big stones that we've been looking at. It's going to be hitting all those points and something happens. I always like the feeling of the winter solstice, particularly a lot more than the summer one. Maybe because I know summer is ending, whereas with this one I feel like there may be light again, you know? Let there be light, for the love of God, even if it's just my kitchen spotlights. And then we get the Empress, which is divine feminine energy. And this is knowledge that comes from within, knowledge that comes from the mysteries, knowledge which is not immediately knowable. It's cycles of knowledge, because we've got the moon, which is the feminine, the lunar. And I feel like if you look at like that card that I've obviously lost that had all of the full moons on, it's like if you look at the cycles of the moon that went through 2025, and then you look at the cycles that we're coming into, whatever the next new full moon is, it's probably like a super moon or a very powerful moon or something. And it feels quite healing, and it feels quite collecting for me, like you're collecting knowledge. And I'm getting a channeled image, which is really weird, of my town library back before it was modernized, and people going down to the stack and coming up and giving you, like when you were studying, you know, and they give you a whole stack of books and you're like, oh my God, I can't wait to get stuck into the mysteries of that, you know? So it feels like a cyclic or cycle of revelation. That's a lot, isn't it? It's a lot. Let us take, no, I'm not going to use that actually, because I'm going to use that on a different one. One of those from the lovely Rachel, and oh my God, that's my favourite one. The Normand that goes with this from the lovely Rachel, we get the bear. As you will know, I love the bear. Strength, authority, protection, power. In my dabbling with shamanistic stuff, and it is only dabbling, and I don't claim to be any kind of shaman type person, it comes up for protection during when you're doing shadow work. It's like a shadow work protection thing. It's the only way I can describe it. It's very visceral, it's very powerful, it's very mama bear, you know. And you've got the Empress and the moon. This is feminine energy and power. And also there may be energy and power around the feminine in your family, so mothers, sisters, ancestors. I can't really describe it, but I'm getting also cave energy, and I know that caves are often thought of as lunar female, like wombs. I'm mixing up wombs and moons. There's a lot of similarity. Okay, so I took a Starborn Oracle card. Swing. Been using these a bit in the monthly readings for each star sign. And we get Indigo Vision, which is like third eye. There's a lot of that, okay? Your perception pierces through illusion. That's put it a lot clearer than I have, but there you are. Trust the clarity of your higher sight and the soul's timeless knowing. Now, cycles measure time, but they are also kind of timeless, aren't they? There's that feeling that I'm getting of time going by, cycles happening, but also a timelessness. It's weird. It's like we're acting in a void. So it may be new moon, full moon, dark moon. I don't know. I can't describe that side of it. And anybody who's more of a moonologist than I am, please do dig in the comments and let me know your thoughts. But it does feel like sort of slow time release eureka moments coming up from cyclic, frozen, suppressed maybe, subconscious, hidden truths, and maybe a whole cycle's worth, whether that's a year, a week, a month, a day, whatever. Okay, let me know in the comment section, because this is a good reading actually. There you go. I'll just say so myself. And also, I'm glad that the bear is there for protection. I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.